And welcome back to It's What I Do. Got to try and be a little bit quiet because the time is, let me show you, I don't know if you can see that, it's 1:05 in the morning. What a bloody ridiculous time to have to start doing this, but still. What I've got to do is take the pump out and clean the pump in the pond. Give me a second, I'll take you over there and I'll show you, but I've got to be reasonably quiet, so 1 second. Right, I've put the big workshop lamp that I've got out so that you can see. So you can still make it out. Look at the little trickle I'm getting out of the water feature, and that's because the pump's full of leaves again. And what that's done, it's actually caused the heater to stop working on the pond as well, where the flow's not going through it. So the pond is now down to 12.9 instead of 17. It's dropped 4 degrees. So I need to get that sorted. But what a time of night to do it, 1 o'clock in the morning. Ridiculous. I seriously have got to change that. Maybe put the cage back on for the time being until I can get some sort of sieve sorted out. I do have an idea on how to do it, but it's just getting the materials and working out the actual construction of it. But right, I'm going to get on with this because it is bloody cold out here and dark and horrible, and I really don't want to be doing this. I really don't. Never mind, got to be done. Okay, just before I do that, just turn the air off. Actually, you can see the fish. How clean is that water? It's not a view you get very often. They won't like it because I've turned the air pump off. This is when that one decides to jump. Right, I'm going to get on because I really don't want to be cold for long. Well, I've got it done, cleared the pump out. Had problems with the air source heat pump. It was coming up with error code EE01. Normally it's EE03 if you've got the pump off. But this one was coming up EE01, which, oh, bear with me. Oh, excuse me, walking around while I'm doing this. It says on there it's high pressure protection. Yeah. So have a look at the description, and it says EE01 high pressure protection. It means the pressure in the system is high. Really? So the system stops for protecting the unit. The possible reasons are as below: loose wiring of the high pressure switch, water flow rate in the system is not enough, so the heat exchanging between the hot gas and the water is not sufficient, which causes the high pressure. In this case, please check the water flow rate of the water pump and the flow rate of the whole water circuit. And then goes on to say about being a blockage and whatnot. Then says air evacuation not done before system running. Well, both of those things could have been the reason. However, you'd have expected it to have sorted itself out once I got the flow running, but it didn't. Tried switching it on and off, no, that didn't work. I actually had to unplug it from the power, leave it for a minute, plug it back in, and it reset itself. So the heater is now on, but the water temperature is down to 12.6 instead of 17. So it's got a lot of work to get the temperature back up. Don't know if that's particularly a good thing or not. But I don't want them left cold. But doing it, heating that quickly, might cause a problem in itself. It would take quite a few hours for it to come up, but it will upset the fish going from warm down to cold and back up to warm. It's going to upset them, so I will have to keep an eye on them. Right, as I say, the time now is 2:10, so I'm going to get to bed and I'll pick you up again tomorrow. Good night. Well, say good night. That sounds like I'm going, but I'm not. I'm going to bed. You'll see me in a couple of seconds. So, back in a moment. Well, good morning. It's shortly before 12. And I've just got up. I finally got to bed 4:30 this morning, something like that. And I'm just starting doing the filters. And I'll show you what these are like. 1 second. Right, that's the first filter starting to boil. And look at the crack in here. It goes solid. And that's today's Wednesday. And I did these last Friday. Unfortunately, I've been at work since, so that's the best I can do. They really should have been done the other day, but it goes solid like this, and it takes absolutely ages to get it to start. If it doesn't start properly, I have to drop it so that it breaks that clump up onto the air pipe down here. But they both like it. So I'll try and get one to go, and then I'll get the other one to go. But if it won't separate and start boiling properly, I have to drop it. As I say, break it on the air pipe. It's not good. I've got to try and get this done because I've got to take the car over to get MOT today. So, right, it looks like I'm going to have to drop this one and get it boiling. So give me a minute and I'll come back to you. Right, I've got that one going. As I said, drop it and break the crap on there. This one's still not going, so we'll have to do that one as well. I'll show you what I mean. 1 second. Right, I've got my drain pipe on there. Goes over into my bucket, because that's how I have to do this, as I haven't got any drains up this end of the garden. It's a pain in the arse, but there you go. Right, if I pull the slide valve, and there you go, see it's broken along. Now I'll fill that back up with water and get the bubbles going, and it will break up the rest of this crap that's down here and start getting it looking like that one, which is disgusting. So, right, I'm going to carry on with these and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Right, just got back from taking the car for MOT. It all passed, so that's good. Pond's all back and running, but I didn't get a chance to top it up, so it's running a little bit low at the moment. So let me spin you around and I'll show you. There you go. Oh, it's all back up and running. Obviously it's got a little bit of debris sitting on top of it where it's very windy here at the minute, so it's blowing all the crap everywhere. I have bit the bullet and I've taken the retro bottom drain off and put the cage back onto the pump, and I've put the air stone in over there again. It will mean I'm going to have to vacuum the bottom of the pond out, but that's nowhere near as bad as having to take the pump out and pull all the crap out of it. But even if I do have to do that, it's not going to be quite so bad, because all I've got to do is actually lift the pump out now instead of having to try and get the whole thing out. So yeah, it shouldn't be as bad at all. So right, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know how long this video is, I've lost track. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll get this just topped up, back up to normal, and that should be it for now. I do have to put a 90-degree bend on the return from the heater, because at the moment it's blowing straight towards the pump, and I don't want it to do that. I want it to blow away from the pump. So that's the last few things I've got to do. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.